I want to talk a bit about unions. Not that about you should join one. You should if you could, if you can, and if you can help spread the word, do that. But I believe that it's best to support companies that support unions. Why is that? Because those companies are actually working with their workers. Companies that support unions or are in favor of unions are extremely rare, because most corporations don't want unions, so that way they can pay people the minimum amount that they have to and work them as long as possible. And I know that sounds like, oh, that's not true of every job. If you've worked retail, if you've worked any of the lower jobs, and that's not a management or middle management position, hell, even management gets overworked, you'll know that this is true. But the reason why we should support these companies is because we're taking power away from the companies that are against unions. Companies like Lowe's that are anti-union and are actively union busting. I am doing my darndest to learn as much as I can about unions so I can start working with some of my coworkers and we can get a union going ourselves. But there are companies that their interest is in making profit for the shareholders. That is most companies. They don't give a shit about the customer. They only care about the customer as a vehicle for creating profit for the shareholders. So that means that they are screwing over their workers, creating suffering for their workers and for their managers, so that way they can steal as much profit for the people at the top. Now, what does that mean? Companies that have unions are paying their workers better. So you should support those companies because they are supporting their people. Don't support companies that are only supporting their shareholders. Companies like Amazon, Walmart. There's a bunch of others I could rattle off, but I don't have time, and you can do your own research. Support local, support union, support American.